start talking about making some economic decisions. Some things that we have to consider when making economic decisions are cost and quality. The first thing we're going to look at is cost. Because we have a scarcity of resources, which would be our money, we always consider how much something is going to cost us. Another thing we want to consider is the quality. If the quality of the product is good, we might be willing to spend a little bit more. Let's look at marshmallows. If you could purchase Jet Puff marshmallows for $1.49 a bag or Campfire marshmallows for 99 cents a bag, you would compare the cost and the quality. Because marshmallows pretty much taste the same, and if I'm going to use them to make s'mores or I'm going to make Rice Krispie treats, for the most part, all marshmallows work the same way. One isn't necessarily better than the other. Therefore, it would make sense to focus on the cost and choose the cheapest brand to save myself money. On the other hand, if I'm looking for something of quality, I might want to consider a pencil sharpener. I could go to the dollar store and get 6 pencil sharpeners for $1. Or I could go to another store and get a battery-powered sharpener for almost $9. The dollar store pencil sharpeners might work. Some of them might not work, but there's 6 of them, and I might be okay with that. Or I might decide to spend a little bit more money to have a battery-powered pencil sharpener that will last me longer. If I choose the battery-powered sharpener, there's going to be both a present and a future consequence with that. Every decision has consequences. If I buy the pencil sharpener that is battery-powered, my present or immediate consequence is that I will have to pay more money for that pencil sharpener. That means that I will have less money in my pocket right now for anything else that I want or need. However, the future consequence is that because I chose to purchase the battery-powered pencil sharpener, I'm going to have to eventually replace those batteries, and I need to plan for that in my future. So I need to know that I will have to buy new batteries, which means I have to spend more money in the future. Let's analyze a few scenarios together. Laura buys styrofoam cups so she will not have to wash dishes. What is a present or immediate and a future consequence of her decision? A. She will be using more water. B. She will be saving money. C. She is adding to pollution. Or D. She is saving time. The present or immediate consequence is D. She is saving time. Because Laura is choosing to purchase the styrofoam cups, she doesn't need to wash any dishes. She can just throw them away. That makes her time much more valuable. And so she is willing to choose to purchase them and save time. The future consequence is that she is adding to pollution. Because Laura is throwing away the styrofoam cups go into her garbage. Over time, her garbage ends up in the landfill. That creates more pollution. Our next scenario. Ted is thinking of putting some money into a savings account at a bank. According to the rules he sets up for himself, he will not be able to spend the money for 5 years so that it can earn interest, or in other words, the amount of money will grow. Which of the following is a present or immediate and future consequence of his decision? A. He will be able to spend the money. B. He will not be able to spend the money. C. The amount of money will increase over time. Or D. The amount of money will stay the same over time. The present or immediate consequence is that he will not be able to spend the money. If Ted chooses to put the money into a savings account for 5 years, this means that he will not have as much money to work with right now, or over the next 5 years for what he wants and needs. However, the future consequence is that the amount of money that he has in his account will increase over time. By putting the money into the savings account where it will earn interest for 5 years, Ted will end up with more money in the long run. This will allow him to use that money for anything that he wants to use it for. It could be for college, a vacation, or maybe buying a new car. Sandy wants to live in a house within walking distance of her work so she won't have to drive. Which of the following describes the impact this decision has on both Sandy and the environment? A. She will save money and decrease pollution. B. She will save money and increase pollution. C. She will spend more money and decrease pollution. D. She will spend more money and increase pollution. A. She will save money and decrease pollution. The present or immediate consequence is that Sandy will save money because she does not have to buy gas for her car because she is going to walk to work. The future consequence is that she will help to decrease pollution. Because she is not using her car on a daily basis and driving to work, there will be less pollution. Tom, a farmer, needs 30 bushels of grain to feed his livestock through the harsh winter. Tom has 80 bushels and wants to sell 60 bushels so that he can make his mortgage payment or his house payment. What is a possible consequence of Tom selling all 60 bushels, leaving only 20 bushels for his livestock? A. Tom's animals will eat grass. B. Tom will have less money. C. Tom will sell the animals. Or D. Tom will lose some of his livestock. A possible consequence of Tom selling all 60 bushels and leaving only 20 bushels for his livestock is that Tom will lose some of his livestock. The present or immediate consequence of Tom selling the bushels is that he will be able to pay his mortgage for his home right now, and that means that he will have a roof over his head. However, the future consequence is that Tom will most likely lose some of his livestock as he will not have enough food to feed them all through the hard winter. What kind of economic decisions do you think you see yourself making?